So I'm heading up to Canada, and I'm not sure what to expect. I've never been on a mule deer hunt in my life, but I do know this. The previous year, I killed the #2 archery buck in the world using my black rack. And I'm not sure if anybody's ever called in a mule deer with a black rack, but I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. So we head out to do a little scouting, and sure enough, we see this huge muley crossing the road, just the muley I'm looking for. So right away, knowing where this buck was, and knowing that we're gonna be hundreds of yards away where we figured he was bedded down, we may have a chance of rattling this buck in. We knew that we still needed to stay downwind, and we knew of only one access point that we were gonna be able to pursue him from. It was a knoll that was just downwind of where we had last seen him bedded. We creeped up to the hill and started scoping across the bedding area. So we decided, you know what? This is our chance. Let's throw the black rack together a little bit, see if we can get him to pop his head up. As soon as we threw that black rack together, sure enough, his head popped up and he was already showing aggression. Once that big muley realized what direction it was coming from, he was headed our way.
He's coming this way, he's running this way. He's coming right this direction, guys. He's coming. He's coming.
As we continued to rattle, he would get more aggressive. He would head our way. He was licking his nose. He was flicking his ears. He was rubbing on trees. Even at one point, he started trotting. The technique we used with the black rack on a muley wasn't near as aggressive as what you'd use for a whitetail typically. It was more of a sparring tickle, something like this. And one of the things we noticed is with this muley, every time that we would stop, he would stop. It wasn't like a whitetail where you would throw them together, do a little rattling and stop for a while and he'd get more curious. It seemed like every time that we just kept rattling, he would keep coming. This deer was definitely worked up. It was almost like he was on a rope coming our way. Sure enough, he started trotting again. And as he closed the distance, we'd rattle more and he'd come more. There was no doubt this buck was showing his dominance. So the one thing about muley hunting is you're doing a lot of spotting and stalking. You're carrying equipment, you got your backpack, you got everything. The one thing nice about the black rack is it's light, it's compact, and it goes in a backpack very easily and it's concealed. As this muley was coming to the point where I needed him to be, he hung up one more time, just at the edge of the field. You could tell that he wanted to come out, but he just didn't want to expose himself. So we hit the black rack together again, and sure enough, he took a few steps, and I took my opportunity.
That was a good hunt right there, baby. That was a good hunt. That was a good hunt. Faithful black rack, started rattling. He came right to us. He read the story, came right to us. We'll see you down there. Let's go check that thing out.
This is the first time we've ever documented a muley running in like this to a black rack, and it won't be the last.
Oh goodness, that's incredible. It doesn't get any better than this.
I've never rattled in a muley prior to this, but I can assure you one thing. When I'm on a stock for a muley, These will be in my backpack.
Just when you think that almost everything's based around whitetail when it comes to communication with the extinguisher and the black rack, you find out you can rattle in a mule deer in wide open range and bringing within range where you can harvest that deer, just like you just saw. And knowing that you can communicate and rattle, not only with whitetail, but with mule deer and coos deer and black-tailed deer, that's a huge advantage, and that's going to open up the Deer Society to a wide range of things and information that we're beginning to gather for you. It's not about just talking, it's about how do I communicate with my extinguisher? What sounds do I need? What sounds do I need for a mule deer? What's most effective for a blacktail? How did the new record coos deer get taken using communication? Gathering this information and bringing it back to you is truly what the Deer Society is all about.
Want to experience the same results you just witnessed? Use what the Deer Society experts use. The Extinguisher Deer Call and Black Rack Rattling System are the highest rated deer communication systems of all time, and less than 1% of deer hunters will have the opportunity to buy one this season. Get yours today at thedeersociety.com. Order now.